Welcome to today's briefing, team. Go ahead and grab a seat. We all know the dream, right? Having an AI assistant that handles all your routine oversight tasks in half the time, leaving you to take the credit. It sounds amazing. And honestly, it's exactly what top-tier auditors and compliance officers are experiencing right now when they apply AI effectively. But notice I said effectively. As a senior consultant who spends a lot of time coaching teams on AI risks, I'm here to tell you there is a massive gulf between just firing up a tool and using it with rigorous professional judgment. So today, we're going to calibrate those AI judgment skills in this explainer.
Here is our agenda for today. We're covering 1. AI and professional oversight. 2. 5 core ethical principles. 3. Recognizing AI anti-patterns. 4. Real-world application scenarios. And finally, 5. The human judgment checklist.
Section 1. AI and professional oversight. The core idea here is that strategy without operations wastes resources. Look, it's kind of like having a world-class GPS but no steering wheel. To truly master AI and oversight, you've got to connect the strategic why with the operational how, or the technology is literally useless to you. You can have the most beautifully written corporate policy on AI governance, but if the auditors in the trenches don't know how to actually verify the data, you're flying blind. We have to bridge that gap between high-level theory and your actual day-to-day desk work.
Section 2. 5 core ethical principles. Before we even list the principles out, I want you to ask yourself a really fundamental question. What does integrity mean when you're using a machine? Think about how using an algorithm fundamentally changes your professional obligation to honesty. You know, integrity used to just mean you didn't lie or cheat. But now integrity means being brutally honest about what you know, what you don't know, and critically, what the AI actually did versus what you did.
So here they are. 1. Integrity. 2. Independence. 3. Objectivity. 4. Professional competence. And 5. Confidentiality. Think of these 5 core principles as your professional superpowers. You absolutely must be transparent about AI limitations to maintain your integrity. You've got to ensure the AI doesn't have biases favoring certain interests to keep your independence. For objectivity, you test for bias and never, ever let an algorithm replace your own independent judgment. Professional competence means you actually understand how the system works. You can't just press a button and hope for the best. And confidentiality? That means fiercely protecting sensitive data from being sucked into unauthorized public models.
Now let's talk about accountability. This is the principle that human professionals remain solely responsible for decisions. AI systems have no ethical obligations or legal standing. Remember, you cannot delegate your professional accountability to a machine. Why? Because an AI system doesn't have a professional license. It doesn't pay malpractice insurance. It can't be sued, and it definitely can't be fired. If the AI makes a mistake, like hallucinating a fake citation in a regulatory report or just fabricating a statistical trend out of thin air, your name is still on the bottom of that report. As your coach today, I need you to hear this loud and clear. You own the output, period.
Section 3. Recognizing AI anti-patterns.
Let's look at what not to do. We call these anti-patterns, which is really just a fancy consultant word for a dangerous bad habit. Check out this first claim. We tested the model for bias before deployment. Fairness is ensured. The risk here is that bias can emerge or change over time. Fairness requires ongoing monitoring. Listen to how naive that claim sounds. You have to realize that a one-time fairness test is totally insufficient because bias constantly evolves. An AI model trained on historical data might learn that certain departments had higher violation rates in the past, and then it unfairly targets those departments moving forward. Fairness is absolutely not a check-the-box, one-and-done activity. It requires continuous monitoring.
Here's another one. Claim. The AI system is 95% accurate. That's transparent. The risk? Transparency requires understanding limitations. Accurate at what? On what data? Throwing out a high accuracy percentage isn't transparency. As an auditor, you've got to dig deeper and ask where that accuracy falls apart. 95% accurate on what specific data set? Under what conditions? And what happens in the 5% of cases where it fails? Look, a weather app that's 95% accurate is useless if it only fails during hurricanes. Does your AI fail gracefully, or does it confidently hallucinate fabricated statistics that look incredibly real? True transparency means understanding the system's limitations just as well as its capabilities.
This brings us to a massive accountability trap. Claim, someone is accountable for this decision. The risk is that accountability without enforcement is empty. The person must be able to override the AI.
Claiming accountability is totally meaningless unless the person in charge actually has the power, knowledge, and mandate to question and override the AI's recommendation. If company policy says John is accountable, but John doesn't understand the AI's logic and is way too intimidated to push back on its findings, then John is just a rubber stamp. Accountability without enforcement is completely empty.
Section 4. Real-world application scenarios.
Theory is great, but let's see how these governance concepts actually play out on the floor. Take this quote: "An AI system flags high-risk vendors. Some vendors are automatically rejected, others are reviewed by procurement." In this situation, your accountability is severely threatened. Why? Because it becomes completely unclear if the AI or the procurement team is making the final call. If a vendor calls up and asks why they were rejected, and your only answer is, "Well, the computer said so," you've failed in your professional oversight duties.
To fix this, you've got to institute these strict remediation protocols to guarantee a human actively oversees every single vendor rejection. 1. Clarify accountability. 2. Define process, meaning the AI flags but a human decides. 3. Document decisions. 4. Provide an appeal process. And 5. Monitor overrides. If your team never actually overrides the AI, they aren't exercising judgment. They are just blindly following orders.
Let's look at another real-world scenario. Quote, "An LLM is used to generate summaries of regulatory guidance. Here is a massive verification concern. I see teams doing this all the time, using AI to summarize complex compliance rules without verifying the output against the original source. Let me be blunt. Large language models hallucinate. We've all seen the news stories of lawyers submitting completely fake AI-invented case law to judges. They will mix up regulatory clauses. If you base a compliance decision on an unverified AI summary, you are playing with fire. When dealing with LLMs, you absolutely must follow this verification sequence. 1. Require expert review against source. 2. Document the review. 3. Enforced version control. 4. Flag risks for incomplete summaries. Think of this as your ultimate playbook. Step 1, you literally check the AI's work word for word against the actual primary regulation. Step 2, document that the review took place. Step 3, enforce strict version control so the unverified AI draft doesn't accidentally get circulated. And Step 4, actively flag risks where the summary might be overly simplified.
Section 5. The Human Judgment Checklist.
We're going to wrap this up with a concrete tool you can take back to your desks right now. This is your quick checklist for evaluating task risk versus AI capability. We've got fairness, transparency, accountability, verification, and governance. Anytime you evaluate a new AI tool for a task, run it through these 5 checkpoints. Fairness. Are we testing for bias? Transparency. Do stakeholders know AI is involved? Accountability. Who is the human holding the bag if this goes sideways? Verification. How are we checking outputs for hallucinations? And governance. How are we monitoring this system over time?
And that brings me to what might just be the most important concept in this entire explainer: proportionality. Knowing when not to use AI is a mark of professional competence. Never forget that sometimes the most responsible use of AI is choosing not to use it at all. If a task requires deep, nuanced human judgment, intense relationship sensitivity, or complex ethical weighing, leave the AI out of it. We use AI to augment our capabilities, not to outsource our professional souls.
So, as you leave this briefing and head back to your teams, I want to leave you with this final question. What standards will you demand when your colleagues use AI? You are now equipped to be the adult in the room. I want you to actively champion these ethical guardrails to protect your profession, protect your organization, and protect your own hard-earned credibility. Don't accept black box answers. Demand accountability, and always, always verify. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, team. I'll leave you with this. If an AI makes a critical error tomorrow, will you be able to explain exactly why you trusted it? Go put these guardrails into practice.